depends on the price.
Well, they were £40.
Drink without falling into the deep water and get out of it if they do.
To the life, eh?
Oh, it's very naughty of you. It must be costing a fortune.
We can afford to spoil ourselves every once in a while. We've worked hard enough.
True.
In fact, I've been thinking, wouldn't it be great if we can live like this all the time?
Oh, planning on robbing a bank, are you?
Wouldn't have to. We can move to Spain.
Spain?
Why not? You like it there, don't you? We could sell the house, sell the garage, spend our retirement in the sun.
We can't retire yet. We can't afford it.
Of course we can. The girls are gone. What are we killing ourselves for?
You're not serious, are you? What time is it? Hey, they can't boot us out yet. We haven't had our breakfast. Oh, Auntie.
Told you I was going to spoil you, didn't I? Thanks very much. First things first. Happy birthday, darling.
Oh, I hope things pick up today or it is really gonna drag. Oh, nice hair.
It's still early. You'd rather be rushed off your feet, would you?
It's better than dying of boredom. Hey, do you fancy a cuppa?
I'd love one.
Look, I'm not saying it wouldn't be great. I just think it's a big decision to make on an impulse.
Well, what's wrong with being impulsive? I whisked you off to a swanky hotel on impulse. We got married on impulse.
Do you know what I love about you the most?
Andrew Hart.
What is this?
I don't know, just wait here a minute. You get out of the car.
I mean, what's going on?
What's all this about?
Andrew Hart.
Yeah?
What's he done, please?
Call Ronnie Woodson. Get him to come to Lethbridge Police Station.
Andrew? Andrew!
Morning, Heston.
Julia, lovely day, isn't it?
Not particularly, no.
Good morning, Vivian. How are you today?
Me?
Yes. Are you well?
I'm perfectly fine, Dr. Carter. More to the point, how are you? Perhaps you should sit down.
Oh, yes.
Well, I would like to see him.
Hi, Sheila.
Oh, Ronnie, thank goodness you're here.
Do you know what's going on yet?
No, they won't tell me anything. They won't even let me see him. They can't do that, can they? I mean, I'd be his wife.
Don't worry, I'll get to the bottom of this. It's probably to do with what happened the other week.
What do you mean?
The arrest.
He was arrested?
Oh, sorry, I presumed you would have just told you. OK, look, let's have a sit down for a minute. It's not as bad as it sounds. About 3 weeks ago, Andy called me. He'd been pulled over for a minor driving offence. When they breathalyzed him, he was slightly over the limit, so they arrested him.
But I don't understand it. If that's all this is about, why have they arrested him again?
Thank you.
Ronnie.
Andrew, what's this all about?
Saying I did something terrible. Ronnie, you've got to help me. I have never hurt anyone in my life, I swear.
Hurt anyone?
They're saying I raped these women.
OK.
Back in the 80s or something. I raped these women, me. All I've ever done is look after my family, pay my taxes, work hard. I mean, this isn't right.
All right, slow down. What makes them think it was you?
They said something about DNA.
So the last time you were arrested, before, they took a swab, did they?
But I'm innocent. Can't believe me. How can this be happening?
I need to know exactly what we're dealing with. How many women are they talking about?
5 or 6.
Well, which is it, 5 or 6? 5,
I think. But I didn't do this. I mean, I would never.
Mate of yours, is he?
I'm friendly with him and his wife. He fixes my bike. I've been their solicitor for years. They seem like decent people.
Just goes to show.
Mrs. Hart had been out there for hours. Have I got time to go and talk to her?
That's fine, yeah. We're waiting for D.S. Vincent to arrive in any case.
D.S. Vincent?
From Shropshire. It was his case. He's retired now, but he's going to be advising us. How long have they been together, then, Mr. and Mrs. Hart?
30-odd years, I think. They've got 2 grown-up kids.
We're probably going to have to interview her at some point, too. Poor cow.
That bad, is it?
Oh, I'm bored, ain't I? Got any plans for later?
I'm, No, I'm a bit knackered, really. I think I'll just have a quiet night in front of the telly.
Yeah, me too. See? Boring.
What not to do on a first date? Reading.
Oh, okay. Right, rule number 1. Never order finger food. It might have looked sexy in 9.5 weeks, but no man wants to see his date slurping barbecue sauce from her fingers. That's a bit harsh. I love me chicken wings. All right, rule number 2. Don't dress too sexy or you'll look like you're gagging for it. Well, if you are gagging for it.
Michelle.
But don't go too far the other way. Turn up looking like your mother and you're bound to go home disappointed. So, in other words, still gagging for it. Rule number 3, don't allow for any embarrassing silences. You have to fill them at all costs. But remember, always say something interesting or you'll send your man to sleep.
Rape? To accuse my Andy of that? I mean, it's sick. It makes me sick to my stomach. He's the sweetest, gentlest man you could ever hope to meet.
I know.
And I don't understand this. You're saying they've got proof.
Yeah, I'm not convinced by it. The DNA they've got it's what we call low copy number. It's a trace from sweat or a skin particle, and it was gathered a long time ago before they really knew what they were doing.
So, what does that mean?
There's a good chance it's probably not enough for them to build a case on, which is good news, but we have to do more than just discredit the physical evidence. So, I need your help. I want you to look at these dates.
What are they?
They're the dates of the attacks.
1986, 1988.
Look, they've got 5 dates set in stone. If we can get one good alibi, it can throw them all into doubt.
September the 9th, 1988. September the 9th is our wedding anniversary.
Okay, is there a good chance you spent that one together?
No, Ronnie, in 34 years we've never spent an anniversary apart. I mean, that proves it, doesn't it? He's innocent.
Well, it'll take some proving, but your testimony will really help. Just remember, all we need is reasonable doubt.
Why is this happening to us? It's my birthday today.
Mr. Wootton. Helen Mackenzie. Julie Dickinson. Vanessa Marsh. Angela Matthews. Moira Hennessy.
Please, this is...
This is what? Unpleasant? I'd say it was pretty unpleasant for them, wouldn't you? 5 young women going about their business. All raped and brutally beaten. What are you shaking your head for? You know all about this, don't you? You know because you were there.
No.
You know these attacks took place at service stops across the West Midlands. You targeted young women travelling alone late at night who stopped to fill up their cars. When they went to use the outside toilet, you followed them in and you raped them, didn't you, Mr. Hart?
No.
No? Then why can't you look at them? Look at their faces. Look carefully. Does that jog your memory? Have you ever met these women before?
No, never. I swear.
I think no comment will be the safest option at this point.
That made me look guilty. I've got nothing to hide.
Before you ran your own business, you were a truck driver for DBH Haulers from 1984 to 1989. They've got a depot in Holyhead. You must have driven all over Shropshire.
We drove all over the country. I can't remember where we went. It was 20 years ago.
Are you saying you've got no memory of driving through Shropshire?
That's not what he said.
I was saying that I might have passed through there, but I just don't remember. 5 years of staring out at motorways 12 hours a day, and they all start to look the same.
How do you feel about women, Mr. Hart?
What?
It's a very straightforward question. How do you feel about women? Do you see them as your equal?
Of course I do.
Or do you see them as something to control, to dominate?
No.
The truth is, Mr. Hart, you hate women, don't you?
I've been happily married for 34 years. I've got 2 girls of my own, and I've never laid a finger on them or any other woman. You ask anyone.
We'd like to ask Vanessa Marsh, but she committed suicide 5 months after you attacked her.
That was uncalled for.
Was it?
I didn't do this. I'm sorry for these women, I really am. But I didn't do this.
I think we need a short break.
Dr. Carter, is there something I can do for you?
No. I mean, how are you today, Vivian?
Well, I think we established earlier that I'm fine. I'm still fine.
Yes. You know, when I go home tonight, I'm going to open a big bottle of Merlot, fry up a steak, and crack open season 4 of The West Wing. How about you? Any plans for tonight?
Dr. Carter, if you're starved of company, I could think of at least half a dozen more appropriate companions than myself.
Oh, no. I was just making conversation. I told you how I was spending my evening. I was just wondering how you were spending yours.
I'm going to listen to a Radio 3 Rachmaninoff concert, and as for my supper, I haven't decided yet. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
No. Glad we had this little chat. Carry on.
I want to see my husband. This has been going on long enough.
You can't, Sheila, not yet.
Just for a few minutes.
They're still interviewing him. We've just stopped for a short break.
Well, what are they saying?
They're just trying to find out what he knows. Just to eliminate him from their inquiries as much as anything else.
I just wanted to give him a hug, you know?
I know. Look, you may as well know now. They've arranged a photo ID for later on this afternoon. 2 of the women who were attacked are on their way to see if they can identify him.
But that was 20 years ago. They could easily make a mistake.
Yeah, but these women are just looking for justice, Sheila. If Andrew's innocent, he's got nothing to fear.
If he's innocent,
I didn't mean it like that.
you think he did it, don't you?
It's not my position to judge either way. I'm here to defend him.
You're not just his lawyer, you're his friend. If you think he's guilty, what hope do we have?
All right then, Mum. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Love you too. Sure. Bye. And where was you at lunchtime? I felt like a right sadder eating my sandwiches on my own.
Just thought I'd stretch my legs.
So you stretched them in a shopping centre? Why don't you tell me? I came with you.
It was a last-minute impulse.
Well, come on, let's see. What's it for?
It's for nothing. I saw it on sale, so I grabbed it. You like it?
Ruth, it's gorgeous.
You think so?
Yeah. Just wish I'd have seen it first.
Sorry to drag you up here, but they'd like to interview you.
Me? Why?
To get a picture of things, Andrew's character maybe. But legally, you're not obliged to say anything against your husband.
Against him? What would I say against him?
I'm sure nothing. Look, I'm sorry if I upset you before, but I promise I will give Andrew the best advice I can. I'll go and tell DC Morrison that you've agreed.
Right, Michelle Corrigan. I'm going to ask you some interview questions.
What for?
For a laugh.
Oh!
Pretend you're famous.
Okay.
Right. Question 1. What should I do of a perfect night out?
Let's see. With a hot man, of course. We'd go to a nice restaurant where the lights are not too bright and the music's not too loud so that we can talk. Good conversation, good food, good wine. And then we'd go dancing. But this time the music can be really loud so you won't have to talk. Your body will just move with his. Oh, and lots of kissing. Next question. Ruth.
Yeah. Sorry. If you could spend just 1 hour with anyone from history, alive or dead, who would it be?
Yeah, I'd have to say my dad. I'd do anything to say goodbye to him properly. Let him know what I've been up to, how I've been getting on. Sorry, that was a bit morbid. Next question, come on, this is fun.
I'll stand, thanks.
Mrs. Hart, we're just trying to get a better picture of what was going on in Andrew's life between 1986 and 1988.
September the 9th is our wedding anniversary.
I'm sorry?
The attack in September 1988. It's our anniversary. Andrew was with me all day, I remember. So you see, you have the wrong man.
Well, I'm glad you've got such a good memory, Mrs. Hart. That'll come in handy. Perhaps you could fill in some of the blanks your husband left out.
Well, what do you want to know?
How were things between you at the time?
You mean, did I satisfy him in the bedroom? Or did he have to go and rape a bunch of women to get off? He's never looked twice at another woman. He's never had to.
I just meant how were things at home?
Difficult. We had no money, a toddler and a screaming baby to contend with. We hardly slept nights. Andy was driving all hours just to keep a roof over our head. And on top of that, his mum had just died.
When was that?
February 86.
How did he take it?
He didn't like to dwell on it. They didn't really get on. Oh, I suppose you think that proves he was screwed up enough to hurt those women. Well, let me tell you something about my husband. He was suffering grief, worry and exhaustion, but never once did he so much as raise his voice to anyone. So shame on you. Shame on you.
So what can I do for you, Heston?
Well, I won't beat around the bush. It's Vivian. I think she's lonely.
Why the sudden interest in Vivian?
Well, we manage people, Julia, not automatons. I mean, Vivian is flesh and blood. She shouldn't be wasting away like some Victorian spinster. She needs someone to cherish her, appreciate her for the woman that she is. Yes, thank you, Julia. You've helped me make up my mind. Carry on.
No, Heston, hang on a minute.
Okay. They've had the photo ID. You're pleased to hear that neither of the women identified Andrew as their attacker.
Does that mean it's over?
Not quite, but it's looking less and less likely that he's going to be found guilty. I thought you'd be pleased.
Can I talk to you, please?
Of course.
I feel a bit funny telling you this, but it might be important.
Okay.
Sometimes Andrew likes sex to be rough. You know, tie me up, not look me in the face, stuff like that.
Right. Well, lots of couples do. As long as it's consenting, it's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I don't know why I mentioned it.
Are you trying to tell me something? Because if you are, I'm not sure I'm the best person to advise. Andrew's my client.
Yeah, and you're my friend, and I need to know what to do.
About what?
The photo pinned up on the board. That woman was wearing it.
Moira Hennessy. She reported it stolen.
I wasn't lying before. I'd forgotten. Andy did work on our anniversary. We needed the money. He couldn't meet me till last orders. He gave me that as a present. I've worn it every day since. So I am asking you, as a friend here, what should I do?
I can't answer that. You might want to ask yourself, what if somebody did that to one of your daughters? Can you live with staying silent? Can you live with him? But like I said before, he's my client. I can't tell you what to do.
Sheila.
Don't.
It's enough, you're fine where you are.
What's the matter with you? Don't tell me you believe what they've been saying about me. What they've been saying to her. I want to know what's been said to her.
There's not much time. Sheila's come to tell you something.
What? Sweetheart, what is it?
She's made a statement against you.
Against me? You lost your mind? Sheila, this is me. I love you. Please, look at me. You know I'd never hurt anyone.
I gave him the necklace.
The necklace? What necklace?
Let's not waste time on lies, please. Because in a few minutes, I'm going to walk out of here alone. And that's how I'm going to be for the rest of my life, so don't think I did this lightly. I love you, even now. I know why you wanted to go to Spain. It was to run away from what you've done. But I can't let you run away from this, Andy. Not this.
Sheila.
If you really love me, if you've ever loved me, you'll tell me the truth. Why? Why did you do such terrible things to those women?
I didn't. I didn't. I've got the wrong man. I would never do something like that. Never.
Could you let me out, please?
Sheila, don't go. Please. Sheila!
I just hate it when women are patronised like that. It's like, stop telling us how we can change our skin on a molecular level. It's never going to happen.
No, what's wrong with aging anyway? It shows you've lived a life.
Exactly. We should celebrate growing old. Not everyone's as lucky. Like my dad. I'd given anything to have him around for a bit longer, you know. Never even got the chance to say a proper goodbye.
I'm sorry. My dad's gone too. I kind of feel the same way about it.
Sorry, that was a bit morbid, wasn't it?
Yeah, where did all that come from? Anyway, here's to you.
To me, then.
Hello, you.
Hey.
Been waiting for you.
Not now, George, please.
Yes, now. Absolutely now.
I've had a terrible day. I'd really rather just sit down and relax.
You can't argue with a woman who's ovulating.
I'm serious.
Yes, so am I serious. Come on, Woodson. Show us your Woodson. What can I do to get you in the mood? Maybe some silk scarves.
No, don't.
Tie you up.
No, really, don't. But can we not just... Let's keep it low-key.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Leave it.
Could be important.
Hello? Oh, hi, Mum. No, it's fine. This place was a good choice. Good food, good wine. And I like it when the lights aren't too bright. Music's not too loud. Means we can hear each other talk.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe after this we could go dancing?
Do you want it?
I want to. But somewhere where the music is loud. So we don't have to talk. We can just move together. What's that for?
I think you're amazing.
Can I get you anything?
I don't want anything.
Please don't tell me this is something to do with Vivian.
How did you know?
Well, you're about as subtle as an elephant on roller skates.
I'm not here for sex. I promise I am fully bromided up.
Confidentiality is the safest and honourable way to proceed.
A mystery with a twist next on BBC1 Scotland as Steve Sloane's on the train of vigilante cops. Stay with us for today's Diagnosis Murder.